So basically, in this exercise, I'm giving you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 vectors, okay? I'm giving you 5 vectors. This is gonna be my vector A, B, C, D, and E. Remember that I always like to call these vectors by a name. In that way, I can get the components as AX, AY, BX, BY, CX, etc. So I'm gonna start with my vectors, but take a look to the first one. As you can see, all these arrows are coming from the center, but even if you don't see it coming, yes, it is coming from the center. Take a look. I'm going to, okay, now yes. Now take a look. It is coming from the center. If I project this vector, it comes from the center. If I also project this vector, comes from the center. Okay, so you can see that all these vectors are coming. If I project every vector, it's gonna come directly from the center of the coordinate plane. Okay, even if you don't see that the arrows are coming from there, if you make an extension of each vector, you will see that they have in common the center of the coordinate plane. So I'm going to start with the first vector, which is that vector A. Can anyone please tell me what is the angle that the vector A has from the x-axis?
25 degrees.
From the x-axis,
50 degrees.
50 degrees. So it is important, remember, okay, that all these angles need to be measured from x or from the y-axis, because the idea is that we form a right triangle. So my first vector basically is this, okay? My first vector basically is this. I can work with this, okay, yeah. And it measures how much? 60 pounds, no, 40 pounds. And as you can see, it has an extension, okay? You have the x-axis and you have the y-axis over here. Now, this first vector has, take a look. It has an angle of 25 degrees and another angle of 25 degrees. So that's why I was telling you, you need to see directly the angle has to be taken, in this case, from the x-axis, okay? So to measure that, it's gonna be all this angle entirely, okay? I'm working right here. So you're gonna have this 25 degrees plus this other 25 degrees. In total, you have an angle of 50 degrees. That is gonna be your total angle for the first vector. So when you see an exercise like that, don't freak out. Just add the vectors, okay? So the angle here is 50 degrees. I'm obsessed with the 25. So this is your angle AA, okay? So what type of angle is this? Horizontal or vertical?
Horizontal.
Horizontal. Because it's horizontal, you know that the calculation is gonna be AX using cosine and AY using sine. because it's a horizontal angle. It is a horizontal angle because it's touching this axis from here. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit, okay? It's touching this axis, and this axis is the horizontal axis. Like Allison said the other day, what is the horizontal? Think about the horizon, okay? How does the horizon looks like? Like the horizontal axis. So this is the horizontal, therefore the angle is touching this side, therefore you have a horizontal angle. And x and y are going to be calculated by using x cosine and y sine. So this will be a cosine of the angle, and a y will be a sine of the angle. And you will make substitution of your given. Don't forget to write the units, okay? So we have 40 pounds, cosine of 50 degrees. So AX is equal to
25.71 pounds.
25.71 pounds. And you have to see the direction of the vector. Vector is going where? Right or left?
Right.
This vector is coming in this direction, and this direction is to the right and to the and up, okay? So horizontally is moving to the right and vertically is moving upward. So this is gonna be plus because it's going right. In AY, therefore, it will be 40 pounds sine of the angle that is 50 degrees. How much did you get?
30.64.
30.64. These are pounds. And we already defined that it's going upward. So upward is positive, both, okay? My tiny neighbor is yelling. Oh, kids. Kids are very noisy. I'm not saying that I don't like kids, but I don't like kids because they're so noisy. So there are no kids in my house, but I hear everyone else's kids, which is quite frustrating. You listen to that? You listen to that? That's not me. That's not me. Okay. So it's not that I don't like kids. I don't like disrespectful kids, which is different. But at the same time, I understand that they're kids. Second vector, I complete the triangle and I see where my components are going. This vector is going up or down. Second vector is going up or down.
Up.
It's going up.
Up.
It's going to the right or to the left.
Right.
It's going to the right, okay? So I'm gonna include my arrows over here, okay? It's going to the right and it's going up. So what type of angle is that? Horizontal or vertical?
Horizontal.
It's touching the x-axis, therefore it's gonna be a horizontal angle, and that means that I will be using the same trigonometric functions to get the components. Oh, no. Yes. Anyway, I have bx and by. So b cosine of the angle because it's horizontal, remember. And by is going to be b sine of the angle because the same reason, it's horizontal. So 60 pounds, cosine 25. How much is this?
54.37. 38.
54.38 rounded. Very good. Yes, Angie, very good. 54.38. And these are pounds. And we already know that because it's going right is positive. We do the same to calculate y. It's going to be 60 pounds. Sine of the angle, which is 25. By therefore is equal to how much? 25.36 rounded. 25.36 pounds rounded because it's going up is positive. Now I finish with the second vector. I go see the third vector. My third vector is the vector c, and it's this one over here. So I will make this sketch. So it's coming like this. It is 40 pounds. And it has an angle. It has an angle of 60 degrees. And the angle is located here. I have my vector already there. So I'm gonna continue working here, okay? So I will complete my triangle with my x component. This is x, and my y component. This is y. Horizontally is going to the right or to the left?
Right.
This one is going right. Okay, so we say that in x, because it's going right, it's gonna be positive. Now, vertically, it's going up or down?
Down.
It's coming down. Because it's coming down, we say that in y, it's gonna be negative, okay? So now that I analyze this, I will say, what type of angle is this? Is this a horizontal or a vertical angle?
Horizontal.
It is touching x, it is touching the x axis, it's touching the x component. So we say that this is a horizontal angle. So we get cx with cosine, c cosine of the angle, and cy using sine, c sine of the angle. Okay, so we say c, which is 40 pounds, cosine of 60 degrees. And as you say, Angie, it is 20 pounds. These are 20 pounds that are positive because they are going to the right. In cy, then it's going to be 40 pounds, sine of 60 degrees. Cy is equal to?
Negative 34.54.
Exactly, negative 34.64. These are pounds and these are negative. And it's important that you don't forget to write the signs. If you're not going to write the positive signs, fine, but don't forget to write the negatives. Okay, so with this, we finish the third vector. The fourth vector is this one, the vector D is coming straight downward. Okay, so I'm gonna make the sketch. straight downward. I'm not gonna say with no angle, but in this case, we don't need to show a procedure, remember? This is vector D, and it's 60 pounds. I'm gonna make the other vector also. The last vector, vector D, is coming like this. And it has an angle of 50 degrees. And these 50 degrees are here. And this angle, okay, 50 degrees. And then this vector measures 50 pounds. Okay, this is vector E. Bueno, with this I finished to draw or to sketch all my vectors. Now, dx is how much?
0.
0. 0 pounds. Okay, or just 0. The internet is quite slow, as you can see. Now, dy, the vertical is going upward or downward?
Downward.
Downward. Because it's coming downward, we say that it's going to be minus the entire vector, 60 pounds. So it's going to be dy equals negative 60 pounds. And please don't forget to include the sign. Now, we haven't finished. We're missing one vector. So we say, okay, vector E, I will complete the right triangle. Okay, I will complete that right triangle. So I'm gonna do this. My vertical component and my horizontal component. This vector is going up or down?
Down.
It's coming down. So because it's coming down, I know that my vertical component is gonna be negative. Is this vector going right or left?
Left.
Left.
It's coming left. So because it's going to the left, will also be negative for x. Now, what type of angle is this? This is x, sorry. This is x, and this is y. What type of angle is this? Horizontal or vertical?
Vertical.
Vertical.
Okay, so my angle is touching y, and that point over there is touching y. So we say that this angle is a vertical angle. Therefore, EX is gonna use sine, and EY is gonna use cosine. Only when we have vertical angles, we're going to flip the trigonometric functions, okay? So EX is going to be E, sine of the angle, and EY is gonna be the vector E, cosine of the angle. So EX is 50 pounds, sine of 50 degrees, £38.30 pounds. Nice, Stacy. 38.30 pounds. And because it's going left, we don't forget to write the sign as negative. Very good, Angie. EY is 32, yes, 32.14. So EY is 50 pounds, cosine of 50, yes, 50. So this gives us EY equals 32.14 pounds. Because it's going down, it's gonna be negative. Very good, Stacy, very good, Angie. 32.14 pounds, negative. So now we have the table complete, at least just the components are complete. So I need to continue and I need to get X and Y. Okay, so you're gonna need to add everything, okay, to get X, and you're gonna need to add everything from this side to get all the Y. So your X is how much? Very good, Monserrat. 61.79. 61.79. These are pounds. And it's positive. Now in Y, you add or subtract, depends on the symbol.
It's gonna be negative 17.78.
Exactly. Very good, Astrid. It's going to be negative 70.78 pounds. And I like to highlight the negative sign with red. In that way, I don't forget that it's there. Okay? So you have all your total X and all your total Y. And hopefully it's okay, right? Because I'm doing it, I got the same answer as Astrid. But you guys should be also testing that all the answers are correct, not just the four of us that are chatting, you know. So R, to get R, remember we have the formula that is a square root of X squared plus Y squared. So we apply the formula. Remember that in R, we use only positive values, okay? We use only positive values in this formula. So R is gonna be equal to the square root of 61.79 squared plus 70.78 pounds. I forgot to write pounds, wait. Remember, we'll solve first for the powers, okay? We solve X squared and then we solve Y squared, okay? And then we get the square root of the answer. So follow me. Wait. I don't know if I have a calculator here. No. Charlie. Is that I'm using other computer today? And here I don't have the calculator. Bueno. F. So I'm going to draw what is the procedure that you should do, okay? Your calculator process gonna be here. So you will do 61.79 and you will press the key square and then plus 70.78 and again you will press the key square, then you will press the key equal, then you will press the key square root, and then you will press the key and
93.95, 96.
93.95, 96. A ver. 93.96. Did you get the same answer as me? If not, send me a message after the class is over so I can help you, okay? By sending you a video of the procedure. But there I leave you the process written, okay? The part in green is the procedure in the calculator. So the resultant measures 93.96 pounds. And now we get the angle. So angle is equal to arctangent of y divided by x, negative 70.78 pounds divided by 61.79 pounds. We get rid of pounds with pounds. And how are you going to do this in your calculator? So in this procedure, you will press the key shift and then the key tan, shift tan, and then you will open parentheses and then you will press the key that is below the key ABC. And then 70.78 divided by 61.79. You will cross parentheses and then press equal. How much you got?
Negative 48.88.
Negative.
Negative 48.87.
Okay. Shift tangent of negative 70.78 divided by 61.79. I got negative
It's
40. Negative 40.
It's equal to negative 48.88.
Okay. This is that I got an angle that it was different. But no, it is, I got 48.88 degrees rounded. So I'm gonna leave you, I'm gonna give you a homework of this topic so you can practice today. It's not gonna be long, I promise, just 3 vectors. So you are prepared for Monday that we're gonna do a classwork. Remember to copy this whiteboard in your notebook. And enjoy your weekend. Remember, you have homework in both classes, just to practice.